Getting amped up over the Royal Gigolos. Listened to a couple of records of theirs that I haven't heard before, but this one I fell in love with, that I heard and fell in love with after I downloaded it. Saw it on the charts, probably one of the European charts. Royal Gigolos, California Dreaming, their version of the Mamas and Papas song at number 8 on my fantasy playlist, up one from number 9. Indeed, a fantasy playlist. I can guarantee you will not, none of the top 40 radio stations here in America will not play that. Even if you put a gun to the music director's head or the program director's head, they would not play the record. European dance music toxic for American radio. That was the perception. That's all there is to it. But not for Mr. Deejay, number 8 on my fantasy playlist. Boy, it was a fantasy. I'll be the first to admit it. Fantasy of the First Degree. But what a fantastic remake. They formed back in 2003, late 2003. If I got the story right, they were at a party where they did a jam session, maybe an impromptu jam session. They came up with California Dreaming. In a matter of weeks, California Dreaming was put out as a single. It made its way into the German dance charts, went to number 1 on the German dance charts, and it charted in Russia, Ukraine, Netherlands, France, Netherlands, and they toured. They toured extensively in 2004, 2005. Their show's doing really well, drawing a lot of fans in Eastern Europe and Belgium. They in Mexico City. They jammed out in front of 3,000 enthusiastic fans, getting down on their music, the Royal Gigolos. And of course, California Dreaming was their first record. They reached back into the 60s again for their second single called No Milk Today. Gosh, dog it, 1967 by the Herman's Hermits. A Lost 45. You don't hear that fantastic record by the Herman's Hermits. I listened to their version of No Milk Today on YouTube a few minutes ago, and man, I flipped over it. They did, basically, first off, it was two DJs from Germany. DJ Tyson and DJ Cosmonova, who formed Royal Gigolos, and Melanie and Jay, they were the lead singers of Royal Gigolos, and they nailed it. They absolutely hit the right notes on No Milk Today. When they did their verses of it, they were lovely on it. They were lovely on California Dreaming. Absolutely fantastic. Still stuck more or less, despite the techno beat, which is fine. Got a good dance beat. Got to have that good beat. Rock and roll is all about the beat. Can't emphasize that enough. Called it the big beat back in the 50s. But still, they stayed true to the spirit of the Mamas and the Papas record, and then the Hermits record. Royal Gigolos did. Melanie and Jay, they nailed it. Good job. Thumbs up. And their third single, they did a remake of, it was a double A side, a remake. They went to 1984 on this one. They redid Self Control by Laura Branigan, and also Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. And Melanie really just knocked out the verses. She knocked it out. She hit a home run on Self Control by Laura Branigan, the Laura Branigan song. But anyway, they broke up about 2008, 2009, and that's it. That's pretty much the end of the Royal Gigolos. Pump tech. I never heard of that word, pump tech. I thought I was pretty hip on these terms, like EDM, electronic dance music, and BPMs, but I never heard of pump tech. Pump tech, but pump tech music. But I guess it's techno music that gets you pumped up. And boy, it does pump you up. Gosh, high recommendation for Royal Gigolos. Really, really. Not too late to get into the Royal Gigolos. California Dreaming at number 8 on my fantasy playlist, July 25th, 2004.